Buonasera a tutti. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to another edition of my CALCIO 3Z. So it's been a long day, so for the little delay, I know I said I had with my paesans, but unfortunately it never happens that way because people are busy and whatsoever. I'm waiting on Gio. He's supposed to be on. But stay tuned in the future. I'll try to bring more Juventini in this channel. Do that like I used to. But unfortunately, time is zero, zero. Like everybody's busy. Uh, we're here in Vancouver with a nice sunny day. Who wants to follow me this time? Come on. I try my best to do early to have everybody tuning in, but don't worry. Uh, we'll cover everything. Just Juventus. I know there's people in the chat to Milan, so we can cover a little bit the Milan with the Inter, the Napoli. At the end, boys. At the end. Speaking of the devil, hold on a second, boys. And there he is. You're always late, man. Mannaggia, let me see this guy one sec. Gio, you
What's
are
going on,
always
paisano?
late. What I'm gonna do with you, man?
Listen, I had to go. I had to get something done, but I'm back. I'm here. Don't worry. What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on to everybody in the chat?
Well, we're gonna
Yo,
check on the chat. I was a little bit late too, so sorry, guys. But before we continue on, because we have lots to talk about, especially with Juventus, which we're gonna stick with Juventus. Then like I said at the beginning of the chat, we'll talk about the other teams at the end. So the chat seems like it's going well. Of course, the same people that started from the beginning. We had, okay, one second, boys. Mr. Anthony Lafleur. Buonasera, Rina. Interesting times ahead for us at Mina with Tare as our sporting director. Yes, Anthony, buonasera, but we will cover Milan in a minute. Is Conte a done deal? Well, we will talk about that too. Well, we'll let me and Jill cover that because there's going to be lots to talk about that. Then we have, of course, I don't know who this guy's calling chicken. Hey, melon head, go eat some grapefruit, okay? Then we have Shamil, Granderino, buonasera, grandissimo. And who else we have here? Oh, Madonna mia, this guy. Gio delays his stream 20 minutes and now joins Reno late. You have something to say about that, Gio?
listen, man. When you have other people, of course, involved, and their stuff is not working. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about who, bro? Not Reno. I'm talking about a different person, Melon, and you should know him already by now because he's called you out so many times. So
Oh,
listen, man.
our paesano,
Listen, our
the
paisano.
rompipalle.
Yep, exactly,
Through
man.
all
So,
times, you guys had to deal with this crap. Like before my show, through all times. Like
yep.
seriously. Like, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fire you, Gio.
Oh, let's see.
Yes, glad we all here. Okay, Jason, buonasera, grande paesano from Bruzzo, from New York. This guy is. Did we buy out? Okay, I don't know. We'll answer that later. And of course,
Oh,
Mario. Mario, don't
Mario.
even start with me tonight, Mario, because I'm warning you, man. Like, you even give a Gio a hard time that he's my brother, that he agrees with. Like, what's the matter with you? Anti-Interista.
Mario.
Oh, I'm glad to be anti-Interista. You're anti-Juventino. Huh.
Hey,
What are you going to
Mario.
say about that?
Listen, Mario. I wouldn't be a true Juventino. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't anti-Interisti. Understand? But of course,
True.
when it's due, I give you guys credit. When you guys made the Champions League final, listen, that's a big deal, especially
That
for
is.
any club. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. Now, of course, I want you guys to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a
I guess
Juve fan.
everybody, the Milanisti, the Napolitan,
Yeah,
everybody does.
you know what I'm saying?
But the problem with these Interisti, it doesn't matter how much credit you give it to them, they always have something to say. And they're bitching, complaining about the rigore on Sunday. Like, you Interisti are talking about the rigore? Like, really? Give me a break.
I mean, listen, they choked against Parma. They who else did they choke against? Well, Lazio. You know, Pedro, 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 Pe. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, Lazio lost with Parma,
Uh,
and that's
well, that's what I'm saying.
completely a shame. Then
Yep.
losing to a Napoli, that
Lecce.
is,
They lost to Lecce.
yeah, well, losing the Scudetto from Napoli and Milan, they were
Oh yeah.
not higher than this fellow team that everybody calls Real Madrid of Italy. That's
Yeah.
completely vergogna. If you're gonna
Yeah.
have zero titoli, which nothing is too sure, nothing's too sure. Hey, by the way, Gio and his son's gonna do a hit along. I'm gonna do a hit along, so you're not gonna hear the end of it. But you only gotta pray if you win, because if you don't win, la messa è finita, andate in pace. We have Kevin Jones, Cheryl Reno finally arrived in Virginia. After a long day.
Grande
I'm
Calvin
going.
Jones.
I'm going to Busch Gardens. It's at least I do so after the
Oh,
season. Well, you
oh.
do, bro. I think all of us,
We
Juventini.
need a vacation, Calvin. We need a vacation, man. That's all we need. That's it. We need a vacation.
Okay, chat. Continue with the message, the comments, and whatsoever. Gio, what are we gonna do with this Juventus? Like everybody's bitching, complaining about us. Apparently, that our sources have been
Listen,
saying that you
man.
should be coming this and that. Now, apparently, what's his name? Conte wants to take his time, which is perfectly normal to take his time. It is a waiting game. It's not
Yeah.
everything piatto pronto, like the Calabrese style. Piatto pronto è
No.
fatto presto subito. No, but I don't know what to say about this situation. My sources still says Rino non ti preoccupare, he will be in Torino, blah blah blah. But all I gotta say is this: with Conte, you know, it's not a done deal right away. Like they want to
No.
take their time, let them be whatsoever. Like we've seen it with minors, we've seen it with other situations in the past, not just in Juventus, in Mercato in general. So
Locatelli. Locatelli. We could talk about Locatelli. The how long that took. That took like over a
yeah,
month and a half. So
no, because people complain about what I said. This I never said anything for sure. People on the chat that I said that there was a that I put the date today that Conte was coming.
no,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. No.
But all I gotta say, if he's a true Juventino, because he's been trying for years to come back, if he really wants to come to Juve, he will come.
This is his
But
chance.
if he,
Yeah.
yeah, his last chance. But if he wants to build this dynasty that Napoli wants to wish to win this 5 scudetti in a row, this and that, baby, boo boo, ragazzi, his loss, then I will never forgive him again. So that's more to talk about. We'll talk about everything, about June whatsoever. But let's start on you, Gio. I'll let the chat go on and let me know your thoughts on Conte. Then we'll continue on June and this and that, one step at a time, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, with Conte, you know, uh, listen, it's like a flip flop with the media right now. You don't know what's true. You know, Conte says one thing, but at the end of the day, it could be the opposite. You know, that's what I think a lot of people got to be careful. Sometimes you can't believe even what comes out of their mouth sometimes because it could just be the total opposite. The same thing goes with the Juventus board saying that, oh, we're going to keep Tudor for the Club World Cup. Meanwhile, Juntli supposedly is already leaving and he's out the door. You know, we'll get to Juntli. But
Yeah, we'll
with
get to him. Go ahead.
Conte, I still think with Conte, Conte is going to come to Juve. I'm sticking to my word. I'm sticking to it. Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I already have a feeling that Conte will come to Juve eventually. It's like I said, it's not going to be a done deal. What, right after Tuesday? Come on, guys. You have to remember there's a lot of demands that Conte would want, you know, and not just that, but he also has to make sure that Juventus, right, in terms of the guarantees, what's going to happen is what's going to really be the benefits of in Juventus terms of providing the players that Conte would want, because Conte, we all know, guys, Conte is the guy. If you don't have the players, then it's una vergogna. So um, with Conte, listen, I'm sticking with the news and stuff like that, and what Pedula just said before for a lot of the with the Conte stuff. I actually just reposted that with what Pedula said on YouTube on his YT. So if you guys want to go check that
Yes.
out, go check out his words. Like I said, there is a lots of stuff. There's, you know, he's waiting for something. What could Conte be waiting for? Elkan, That's one. The guarantees what Conte would want to be at Juventus, right? What is going to happen really at Juventus? That's what Conte is trying to figure out at the moment. The third option, right? The third thing that's also on Conte's mind is Cristiano Giuntoli, most likely. And this is
We'll
on my
talk about
opinion
that.
now. This is my opinion, guys. I'm not saying that this is from other sources. This is on my opinion. I think that Conte is waiting for Giuntoli, and I've been saying this, for Giuntoli to either leave because something is up. I don't know what it is, man, but I feel like that Conte is waiting for Giuntoli to leave because that's why he's this. It makes this most sense that he's waiting. You know what I mean? Because we all know Giuntoli is the type of sporting director that he likes to have control, and we know Conte.
That
You know what I mean?
that's why he did not call Conte at the beginning. And after Sky
Exactly.
Sports said, if Conte comes, this is Sky Sport, Junto will leave. Then you hear from
Yes.
the guy said that Conte um might leave, will stay if Jundri goes. So this is all a question everyone's asking. Then first of all, because we all know Conte, where he's been doing the last 10, 15, 20 years with clubs, pretty much in Elkan's head that he really wants him, he probably is going to put some demands. If you're coming, you better stay or else you won't get paid if you ever leave. So there's probably something in his head too. So there's a lot of things to talk about in order for this guy to come. Like, no, we put the official date here, you
Yeah.
know. So even with the Tudor, which he's probably in talks with some other club, there's so much rumors and whatsoever. Because even now, Jason here said, Hat Millen, I think we have to wait and see who is the coach is. Well, I get your point, but I think Mukondo will be your guy. But if not,
Because it,
I'm
it, it wouldn't
only
make sense. It would, guys. It would not make sense for us to be already in advanced negotiations with Jonathan David. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Why would
that's
Tudor want
another thing.
Jonathan David? You know what I mean?
Because Kevin De Bruyne is more a Allegri
Yeah,
player,
Allegri,
not
exactly,
Jonathan.
exactly. No, I mean, I think De Bruyne is also like a Conte player, you could say too. But I feel like that in this certain aspect, Napoli is they're right there with Allegri. You know what I mean? They I know. You know what I mean? It's there. The option, the whatever the contract that they're gonna offer for Allegri, it's there just in case if Conte leaves. And that's what I'm saying. Because if you think about it, Allegri and Conte, they kind of had this similar style. You know what I'm saying? And with Allegri, we know him with the older players as well. He likes the experienced players, and De Bruyne, there you go, an experienced player. So, but for Conte, bringing in, of course, Jonathan David, I think that would be also a smart move for Juve too, if you think about it. So,
Yeah, let's wait and see. Depends where Conte goes. If he goes to Napoli, maybe Jonathan David will go to Napoli. If he stays
yeah,
at Juventus, he'll come to Juventus. There's a thing here from Dan. If you think Conte is good as a manager, why he so poor? Tottenham head coach. Now Tottenham won the Euro Cup. Listen, Conte is a number one guy. First of all, we all know his experience with the Europe whatsoever. I'm not expecting anything in Champions League. We need a rebuild. He's a top guy. Did you see he went the Scudetto with just with Napoli? Did you see the team that wasn't even on the list to be in the Scudetto? Do you remember Chelsea 10th place, first year Conte, boom, win the Scudetto. I'm not saying that if he comes to us, bada bing, bada boom, we're going to win the Scudetto. No, no, I always think things calm. But this is a guy can fix the problem, especially in the situation. Where is Juventus, Carlo Dan? This is the only guy can fix it. Unfortunately, Elkan will not spend big money at this moment, like a Zidane or a Klopp, my dream, whatsoever. Well, they won the Europa League against who? Man
well,
United. Come on,
yeah, well,
let's be
but the
real.
thing, the thing also, I would like to also respond to this to them. But the thing is with Conte, Tottenham were in ninth place, bro. And he brought them to fourth to Champions League football. I get it, it's not the Premier
Mm.
League, but listen, he did his best over there, especially with the mentality at the time was for Tottenham. Let's not forget there was a lot better English teams. Manchester City was dominating for years, man. You know what I mean? So, Dan, I mean, listen, um, it's also Tottenham's fault for not backing him. You have to also remember that. They did. What players? Tell me what players then did Tottenham sign that were actually benefit or beneficial for the team in that year, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Besides Perisic,
Exactly, Perisic. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because he liked him and that time he
Yeah,
was okay. And they
but the
lost
thing
with
is,
Milan at the Champions League.
yep. But that's what I'm saying. It's like Tottenham. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Like look at the Europa League. Look who they had at first. Bodo Glimt. Even though they beat Lazio. Listen, like this was basically Tottenham's chance to win a trophy, and they did it. Props to them. They worst one of the worst Man United teams in history. One of them, definitely. It's up there. So David is not really a free transfer. He's not good enough for us.
Yeah.
Would rather loan our Cam again. Well, listen, come on, Melon, come on, that man. Because listen, if you think
You
about
don't
it,
want our Canadians to see this, bro. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
bro,
I am a 50-50 with Davids, but if he goes under Conte, which we see
yeah,
under McTominay, he made this guy like a stud. So Jonathan Davis under Conte, I believe he'll be a good player. And I understand you're saying about a free transfer. Well, technically, it is a free transfer. I know there was some reports were saying it could be a little bit more than Vlahovic with money situation, but I'm pretty sure the negotiation somehow. So, what do you think about Davis? Well, let's go into the
yeah. I
comments, then
mean,
we'll get in.
yeah, no, I mean, with David, listen, I think he could really flourish under Conte, man. You know what I mean? The guy can make goals out of nothing, out of no creativity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, for me, I think with any player that would come to Juve, especially if Conte's in charge, I think any player could thrive, at Juve. But let's see what happens, man. I'm really curious because listen, Conte's gonna have Champions League football now. Now is the club. This is why I think he wants Junta League gone. Is because is the club going to allow him to just focus on the Serie A and not the Champions League? I mean, because we know how his record is in the Champions League, and I know
Yeah.
everybody, all the Juventini, you know, including myself, we want this team to go far in Champions League. We want to go
Oh,
far
yeah,
as
everybody.
possible.
I would like to see that too, but
But I feel
at
like
least if they can
you know,
compete, but we'll wait and
yeah,
see.
we gotta be more realistic. Listen, guys, we haven't won the league in 5 years. It's time to win in the Scudetto again. We need to bring the Scudetto back to where it should be, back home. You know, so the Champions League. Listen, the Champions League I think will be benefit, of course, with financially,
For
money
the
wise.
money. Yeah.
But and let's see, who knows? Maybe we'll go far. We don't know. Maybe Conte could surprise us this time, right? We don't know, especially if the players. Remember, if the players that we get in the Mercato can be the difference, can make a big difference. Because
Yes.
that's what we need. We need players. We need good players. You know, because imagine Reno, right? If Conte comes in, revives poop miners over there, revives
Yeah.
Douglas Luiz. You know what I'm saying? But because
Yeah.
if you think about it, Coop Miners can play like that similar type of style like McTominay. You know what I'm saying?
True. We'll see.
So I
Let's see
think
if he
that
can
that could
take
be.
it.
You know what I mean?
Because even Calvin Jones, honestly, we should play next gen in UCL and put full focus on the league
Oh, for
to go
sure.
to the special.
I agree.
That's what we trust me. I don't like Ministeri Scaldati. You know me. I always complain about the Ministeri Scaldati, but do we have a choice? But I'm giving him one chance because if he does stay at Napoli,
Yeah, it
Caro
could be.
Conte, è finito. Then, before I continue on, somebody here said, because there's so much comments, it's hard to. I wanted to catch up on this. Okay, Tudor has the right to know whether or not he's part of the future before the club. Yes, nobody denies what he said on the comment because he's not going to do the Club World Cup and then leaves.
Yeah,
But,
no.
the problem with Tudor, he kind of expects too much because they did tell him until the Club World Cup. Now, am I saying it's a wrong thing to leave or not? No, keep your options open, and that's it. Because we seen with Tudor, he did the same thing with Lazio whatsoever. All I can say to Tudor, thank you so much for what he did, because nobody will take it. But unfortunately, if these guys are focusing on winning, or focusing on the champions, baby, boo boo,
They
Uh,
need Conte, man. Conte is the guy to rebuild the
yeah.
squad.
So one sec, we have so many people in here, but before I go on, we have Mr. Mike. Uh, want Juve to win Serie A next year. Talo needs come back to Turin. Bravo,
For
Mike.
sure, bro.
Bravo. I think that's your mic. I thought it was Mike Camara. So much mics. Francesco, I don't know, man.
Marlon, I
Douglas
mean,
Lewis might be lost cause this point. Yeah,
yeah, it could
100%
be true.
Francesco.
It could be.
And we got Mirko in the house, always in charge. Mirko, you got 70 news that I know of? You're the expert in Turin. Uh, oh, big up. Okay. See, the comments are just going white in it, and it's hard to catch up here. Um, if Conte goes back to Juve, hold on a sec, I can see shit. I did a boo. If Conte comes back to Juve, it's not going to be easy to repeat what he did the first time, but he will would he but he could win Juve at least one Scudetto. Well,
Oh, wait, he's talking about the dominating, like, 3 in a row.
yeah,
So
but
it's gonna
nobody's
be hard.
expecting
Yeah.
that, bro.
No,
Nobody's
nah.
expecting.
Anthony,
Come on, guys.
like what we want is to bring Juve to a better position than we are now. At least to win and be competitive. You know what I'm saying? That's what Conte does. You know what I mean? This
This
guy,
guy, man, he's gonna
Melon.
piss me off. This guy's. Do I need to put you on timeout, Melon? You let me know. Be a good boy. Oh, not big up, Dan. Thank you, big up, Dan. Big up. 1 second. I love Conte back at Juve, though. Forza, well, make up your mind, Dan. Come on, bro. Mamma mia, this guy. You drive me nuts. You drive me nuts. And what else we got here with Conte? Honestly, we should. Okay, this is okay. Let's move on to the next. Oh, City versus Juve in Club World Cup will be an interesting game. Yes, just to see how teams have come since Champions League game. Yeah, well, Club World Cup will be interesting. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year. Gio, you're gonna be there
I might
at
be
the
there.
Club
We'll
World Cup.
see. We'll see. Maybe
Oh, it's
against
not for
Man
sure.
City. I'm not sure yet.
Oh,
We'll see. We'll see.
yeah, you're a busy guy. You're all over the place, right? You got deals in Torino, so it's kind of hard for you to go to Club World Cup. Well, for me this year, it won't happen. We'll see if they're going to go in North America next year, or if I do go to
Yeah.
Torino next year. We will see. But the Club World Cup will be interesting, and there's going to be all these clubs from all over North America. So continue on. Giuntoli. Now, I'll start first because if I let you go, Gio, you're going to finish till
I'm
3 in
gonna
the
go.
morning about Giuntoli.
Oh my gosh.
First off, I want to specify something. I know most people attack us Juventini by saying, oh, Giuntoli, the chef, Giuntoli this, but can people sometimes do mistakes on base what they're saying? I thought that Giuntoli would do a great job, but after a year, after his behavior, after Elkan got mad, got rid of Mota, he goes on the mic saying, I feel shame having Mota, which you, Giuntoli, did not want Conte, okay, because he was this close, based what I remember last year. And okay, he free up the books whatsoever. Now he's trying to find his way to get these players in order for them, you know, for him to stay, which I don't think he's gonna stay because Belcon doesn't seem happy. Then, based the rumors about Daniele coming, if Daniele ever comes officially, June, he will pack his bags no matter what. But then I have a feeling that he is going to leave. Now, there's so much rumors about this new. I can't remember his name. Gio, the guy from Arsenal that is coming. This the guy. I think he's a sporting director.
Oh,
No,
what's his name? I think it starts with a com. Hold on.
yeah, I gotta look him
I
up. But
actually yeah, let me see. I posted on my sources because I had it done already.
yeah, I don't have my phone with me.
Damian Comoli. Damian
Oh,
Comoli.
climate community. the
Yeah.
fact that he's going to come. And we're seeing all these pieces, they're gone. Kava is way gone whatsoever. But I think Mr. Julie is going to leave. And I think this is why people are waiting, because we got 1 week away, I guess. No, well, June is coming up soon. So hoping by the end of this week we'll
On
have some
Sunday is
new
June
news.
1st.
Yeah,
So,
June 1st, yes. So we'll find out the news as soon as possible, because we got to get the Mercado going. And I think June will pack his bags, in my opinion.
mhm.
What do you think, Gio? Because people say no, people say this.
No, I mean,
Because Mirko
listen.
says simple, Giuntoli, yes, Conte, no, Giuntoli, Conte, yes. Yeah, exactly. What are your thoughts, Mirko? In the chat, Gio, go ahead with this Giuntoli.
Listen, Juntali, there's some pros that he's done good, and then but there's so many negatives and cons that he has done at Juve that just cover up those positive things. You know, getting rid of Dean Hoyson, the defender, the kid.
Oh,
And then after that you get Kelly as an emergency signing. Meanwhile, you could have kept the kid, but it happens in Calcio. He's done. People make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? People make
yeah,
mistakes. And
everybody does.
guys, without Juntili, we would not have gotten Kefren Turam. We would have not probably gotten Kalulu or Cabal, all these, good signings in terms of that. Alberto Costa was another one I liked, actually. I think he should get more playing time, and let's see if he will under Conte. Whew, anytime, you know what I'm saying? Um, but at this moment in time, I don't even know what to believe anymore. Monblano saying 0% Junto is gone, and I'm like, this Bacala has been saying this for so long, and he's not out. Like if you're gonna report something, it better be true. Like seriously, it's like a flip flop, and I'm actually getting pissed more at the media, more than Juntolin at this point. You know what I mean? And at the Juve board. The thing is also with Juntoli is how is he going to work with Conte? I don't see it happening. I don't know what you guys think in the chat. In my opinion, I don't see it even though you could say that ADL Conte they worked out, stuff like that. But if you think about it, Juntli is a sporting director that loves to have control. Conte is a guy
Yes,
that also loves to have control. Without, it's like
it's
his
not.
way
It's not
or
gonna
it's the
match.
highway. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I think that if Conte is going to come, Juntli has to go. So in my opinion, and I agree with Anthony Lafleur, Juntli's time is probably up. It's most likely up at Juve. Listen. We could be wrong. We could be
We
wrong, and he
could
might
be
stay
wrong.
for.
We
You know what
can
I'm
take
saying?
the heat.
Yeah, but
Because the Mercado, you never
it's
know.
just it's just how it looks like from our perspective, Reno. And for I think also for a lot of the Juventini, it's also like I said, it looks like Juntli's time is done. Especially if Agnelli comes back. That's it. He could pack his
But that's
bags.
gonna be,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
But like Mirko is saying, if the new guy come, he's not coming to replace you. I did not say that. I don't know what, I can't remember which role he's doing. I know he's the extra guy for more for the sporting side, the calcio side. But with
yeah.
Giuntoli, they were saying about Massara. I don't know about Massara. I know he
Hmm.
did good with Milan in
Hmm.
Maldini, but these are not 100% sure. But what do you think about Massara? I don't know. I know Allegri wanted him. I know with Maldini that he probably did good. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Yeah. No. I mean,
what do
listen.
you think about Massara?
With Masara. Listen. I mean, he did good work at Milan with Maldini. I mean, he did good work with Maldini. But I feel like with Masara, I think that he still, he hasn't really convinced me at all. You know. Um. In
Yes.
my opinion, you have to be at least better than what Junli is doing right now. Currently, I don't see that. And I think if you're gonna say somebody that could take over, and this is just my opinion on who should take over that sporting director, and I would probably put him immediately, is Matteo Tognozzi. You ever heard of him, Reno?
Yes,
Matteo
I think he's
Tonozzi.
already in. He's
Yeah,
supposed
no,
to be
but
already in.
he's gonna be the head of the scouts. But I would put him as a sporting director of Juve. I would do that, in my opinion. That's what I would do. Tognozzi, I think, is the
Okay.
guy that would do well. And maybe
Tonos, yeah,
possibly
he's
better, better,
already in.
better, better. I mean, look, better than Jun. I mean, look at the gems that he was able to find. Kenan Yildiz, so many of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
um, I
New
feel like
York style. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
I feel like with Juntuli, I think if we could find somebody that's better, and listen, with this guy Komoli or whatever how you whatever you say his name, I don't know how to say his name.
Pomoli, yes, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Komoli. Supposedly he's going to become the next Juventus CEO. Now, I think that the only way that Giuntoli also stays is also if he's if he's intact with what Komoli's objectives are at Juve, you know, because
Yes.
guys, and not just that, but Chiellini is going to get more power supposedly in the sporting department, so it is a lot of management changes that are going to happen. But in my opinion, if Juve doesn't find a better sporting director than Giuntoli, I would just say, you know what, give Giuntoli at least one more season, and that's it. Who, what I mean? Like, he's done good stuff. It's not like he hasn't done good stuff, guys. He's
Yeah,
also
but
balanced the
too
books. He's
much
balanced the book.
mistakes.
I get it.
Then I'm pretty
I
sure he
get it.
had fights with the Keys. I did not like them. The things he said to Mota. Because speaking of Masara, Anthony, of course he knows.
Yeah, but
Hold
but
on. I
Motta
imagine.
deserved. I'm not gonna lie. Motta deserved to get what he was coming to him because
No,
what
no,
Motta
no.
was saying. You know what I mean?
No, I get your point, but I did not like what he said, June to Lee.
Oh, about
That I
him.
feel ashamed
Mm,
that I pick Malta. First you call him, then you call him like garbage. That's what I didn't like. But
mm.
Antonio Lafavera about Massara, he says Massara. I think he can do a good job because he was the one who was able to deal while Maldini made the phone calls at Milan. Yes, that's what I was trying to say, Anthony. So I don't know him that much, but we'll wait and see.
Well, it
Let's see
depends. Let's
another
see what happens.
opinion. Marcelo would be a decent pickup. Him and Mandir did well. Maybe we might get Maldini. Huh, Francesco? He was a Juventino, so what do you think about that? I would love that. I would love that. But Maldini, I think he will stay in Milan.
Oh, yeah, listen. If Maldini came to Juve, it would break Francesco's little heart over there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, he's a very
Woo!
passionate. I might have him on. We'll see when we do a little cultural talk here. We need
Oh
a
yeah,
powerful president first.
I
If
agree.
not, nothing gonna change. Yes, but it's
I
not just
agree.
the president, Mirko. It's not just
It's
the
everything.
president. It's everything. I don't know if you like Elkan. I don't know. I know I don't like him. People know that. I know people defend him. But enough. It's enough. I hope that Elkan, even if he stays, the fact that Kavla got out, probably is gonna get rid of Juntli. I know there's in talks with him and his cousin, based on what I'm hearing. So I hope they'll do the right decision, or he sells to Agnelli or the Saudi, whoever he has to sell, and I see you bye bye because he's been destroying the Juventus. The Ferrari, now everybody's complaining about the Ferrari. Like, what else is going to destroy this guy? There's a lot of things to be done. Oh, Mr. Santino Merenda.
Ah,
Never mind the bullshit. Yes, Santino, buddy. Ma, when you gonna come and join us, bro? Like, what's the matter with you, man? Mannaggia Santino. Welcome. Finally, I can see you. Like, you bright me up, bro. What are your thoughts about the situation, Santino? Because Mr. Santino, guys, I know people are telling me, what happened to Santino? Like, people have been asking me about you. He's never wrong. Like, he's always right. I need you on my show, bro. Please. Don't worry. I'm not going to give you a hard time by the into. Don't worry. I love you, bro. Uh, I got Francesco pissed. Mannaggia Dio, I wouldn't know how to react. Oh, trust me, my mother will kill me if that ever happens. Going on, big up, okay. Comoli. Dan, Comoli started off as a young scout at Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. He
mhm.
helped to get into Terry Henry from Juve, Pachevera, and helped to Welbeck's success. At
That's what I'm
Arsenal a long
talking
time
about.
ago. Okay, thank you for the information. I don't know that much about this guy. All I heard recently, like today's news, that he was criticizing Allegri, this guy. But I heard some good news about him. So if you're gonna get this guy, if the rumors are
He looks like
true, that
Marotta. You know that, right? He looks like Marotta.
yeah. But the thing is, with Marotta, he has more power than
Alright,
us.
yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Elkan is not the president, is the wallet. I want Platini like the president. I will love that too. I will love that too. He's the wallet, but he's not doing the right choices. Since nearly gone, that's weird. And the fact that he kisses Gravina's ass, like, give me a break, man. Grow a set of balls and get out of my club.
Comoli is the
Oh,
one who
Komol
discovered.
is the one
Wow,
discover. Well,
that's good. That's
like
good
I
to
said,
know.
Mirko, I can know so much, but all these names, I have no idea. So
He did that a long time ago too, Mirko. You have to remember that.
Barca reacts. Pick up, Reno. Pick up, Barca.
Pick up
Pick
Jonas. Pick
up.
up, bro.
Let me go through some comments. There's a lot of comments I skipped. Sorry, guys. But you know what, boys? Let's get this thing going. As always, let's put some banter here. Some the EO Goldo section. Put the comments, questions, banter. Let's rock and roll. Okay, moving on the Mercato, Gio. I'm not 100% sure whatever the rumors are coming along whatsoever. Because, aha, this Bacala, Viva Gravina.
Bacala. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he can, like I said, now it's just perfect
Hey, it's
timing
it's funny.
where.
He's coming out of the closet. He's showing his true
Yeah.
colors as an Interista. Then you give us a hard time. Ma che cazzo, Mario?
Cartonati, man. You
Should I
cartonato,
put him
man.
timeout? Should I put him timeout? No, because he said that he gets mad at you that you look up to me
Listen,
like I'm your little brother. Well, it is what it is. What can I tell
listen,
you?
Mario, man. I have a hatred against Inter, man. I could just, I could say that freely whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, and everybody knows, even on my channel, that for me, Inter is a no-no. For you, Juve is most likely a no-no. You know what I mean? Because I'm a
No,
true
but he
Juve fan.
supports them. That's the thing.
All
Like
right, well,
most of these North Americans, no offense, they support their
yeah,
rivalries.
the rivalries. Yeah, I don't get it.
But I gotta be honest here to close up this because I put the Yogodo section. People want the banter whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna say my piece with the Inter for the first and last time. I've been doing this for 3 years. Cacho Trino Z, 2 years. Every time I see something good about Inter, none of you show up. Say a word. I
Nope.
said my piece on Sunday about Juventus making top four. The little recap. Someone has to come up, one of my buddies, on the comment. Oh, why don't you tell the Juventus robbed again? But when you guys rob, nobody talks about it. Not even the fact that you guys had a lot of help. You couldn't even get the job done by winning the Scudetto. All right?
You
And
guys had
nobody
three teams.
denies.
Three
Oh, but
teams.
nobody denies your guys' play. I like DiMarco. I like Barella. Darmian, I like. The goalie. Nobody judges. You guys
Yeah.
got Marotta. They're doing a wonderful job. But you guys need to stop with this nonsense telling me that I'm not Italian because I don't cheer for Inter. No, you're not Italian because you're cheering your rivalries. If you guys
Yeah,
go
you
to
don't
the
care.
Curva Sud Juventus or you Interista going to the Mario, I recommend you go to the Inter Club Toronto and say that you're going to cheer for Juventus at the championship. They will kick you in the culo, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, man. Let's be
Oh my
real here,
god.
man.
Nah, man.
Madonna mia, you guys drive me nuts, man.
That's it.
I'm
You see?
doing, you know why I'm doing this hate along?
Oh,
Don't
I
get me
can't
wrong.
wait.
If you guys win, I'm all here and I will say the way it is. But the
Got you.
reason why I'm doing it, you guys want to see the real Reno? I'm going to show you because I have good Interista friends of mine. I respect them. I don't give them a hard time. They comment on my stuff. Guys like Internet, well, I hope I have Anthony at my show. But bro, let's be real.
Yep.
Gee, you got something to add on? I think the comments are going wild after what I
Yeah.
said.
Listen, I mean, come on. Come on, man. I mean, with Inter, listen. You guys don't want to mention about when you guys won the Scudetto, right? About Bastoni against the Verona game. Giving that nice elbow to the Verona defender. Nobody wants to mention that, and it led to Frattesi's goal. I remember that 1-0 win. And they changed the course of everything. Let's not forget about that. And then not just that, but of course, you Interisti always, say this and that. But whenever we give you credit, you guys don't like to hear it for some reason, man. You guys don't like to hear it. I don't understand you guys, most of you Interisti. I'm not gonna say all of you, but the majority of you, I just don't understand you guys. Even it happens in my live streams and my watch alongs whenever Juve lose. Like these Inter fans come in my chat and say, "Oh, you don't give any the credit to Inter, this and that. Why don't you give any credit?" Listen, first of all, they're my rivals. Okay, I do not like Inter for shit. Okay, man, Inter merda sempre. Okay, we all know this from my end. Okay, we all know this, and everybody's saying the Inter merda in the chat. What is happening? But you know, it's come on, man. You know what I mean? And listen, if you guys can't handle the heat, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you
Well,
because
like I
you
just
know,
said, like even Kevin Jones, people cry about Cavilla's fall. Like seriously,
yeah,
but nobody complains. Then they expect us to cheer for them, but you guys never cheered for us. You guys were pointing out
yeah,
the Ajax bottles when
yep.
we lost with Ajax. You remember?
Let's not
At the
forget.
start of
Let's not forget
I
the
said
tifo. I will never
Milano.
forget the tifo. Wait, I would never forget the tifo. Mario, I would never forget that tifo that you Interisti did when we played against you guys. Okay, the game over sign with the Champions League thing on the thing. I will never forget what you guys did. Of course, you Interisti
You
are
guys
like
are not
little snakes in the
angels.
grass, man. You guys are like little snakes in the grass. Like, come on, please, man.
Please.
Forget about it.
I'm just done, man. I'm just done. I am real. This is the whole purpose of culture with Reno Z. I cannot be like most people, with all due respect, like Marco IFTV. You want me to take off the shirt when Inter scores? So let's be real, man.
Yeah, come on,
Let's be
guys.
real.
Like,
Even Peter Curto said it. If Inter loses the Champions League, it is
it's a failure.
fallimento.
Yeah.
And he is right. And I agree with the Interisti saying, well, I saw okay, you didn't do any mercato, whatsoever. So I get it, but
Mhm.
let's be real, man. Let's be real.
Nobody,
Let's see. What do
nobody did
you
anything.
think? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, Reno,
Go ahead,
nobody.
Jesus. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, nobody. With Inter, all those Inter supporters, they never supported us in the two finals. Where were you guys supporting us, Mario? Where were you? Were you supporting Juve in the two Champions League finals, man? Like, let's be real here. I
He
know, I
was.
know.
He will
I
tell you.
don't
He was.
know. I don't
He tells
know
me all the time.
this guy. I don't know, man. Listen, if you're an Inter fan, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you're a real fan or
He's
not,
only getting worried
come
because
on.
he knows in his heart that Inter, if they lose, I'm not saying they're going to lose, it's failure, and he knows it.
Oh, obviously,
But
obviously,
you
because
got to
listen,
pray if
when
inside he
Juve,
stays, because if he doesn't stay, Allegri might come. Then I want to see what you're going to react.
listen, Mario, when Juve lost the Champions League final, for us, it was a failure. Even if we won the Scudetto. Why? Because the Champions League is what we've been missing for so long. Understand? But it's even more of a failure. This is why when Marco Messina said that, what he said on and I'm glad that Peter Curto, um, he absolutely just silenced Marco, man, because Marco kept on talking about that it's not a failure. How could it not be a failure when you are not winning at least one trophy? You need to at least win one. You know what I mean? That's where I'm like, okay, I'm agreeing with an Interista in that part. You know what I'm saying? Because listen,
Yeah.
without winning zero trophies, it's a failure. But for Juve, because we haven't won it in so long, it's even a failure, even if we won the Scudetto as Juventini. So I don't know,
He
and
said that he
listen,
was. And I
listen,
get you are, but
yeah,
you shouldn't be mad, get mad when we don't, and always
yeah.
messaging me, oh, this guy, Gio, this and that, oh, this other person. But when I say good things, you don't. But you did say you love my show whatsoever, but I appreciate. And like you said, you're gonna buy me a drink if you ever come to Vancouver, or if I ever go to Toronto. You live in Toronto, right? So. No worries,
Yeah,
man.
but Mario, listen, man, listen. I get you. You know, you
Zero
want to support,
talks.
the Italian teams. Big up to my guy Ahmed. But yeah, big.
Grande.
Of course, with I get it. You're trying to support the Italian teams. That's fine. Listen, it's your thing. I 100% respect it, man. You know what I'm saying? I have no beef with you whatsoever. Even though you're an Interista, I have no beef with you. You know what I mean?
No, no, no. 100%.
But the thing is also with Mario. What's that called? But the thing is, when it's a rivalry, man, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with the Napoli fans with Juve, man. I get it all the time from those baccalas in our group chats, Reno. We know this. Those Napoli
We
fans
know.
against
We know.
Juve talking about, oh, there's a rivalry, this and that. Oh, Juve this, Juve that, Juve merda, blah, blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah,
They
blah, blah,
always say
blah,
that.
blah, blah.
I
Oh,
always
yep,
hear
yep,
that,
yep,
man.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? But that's because they think it's a rivalry. But that's what we think about Inter, basically. You know what I'm saying? We have that
Yeah.
rivalry with Inter. So, with Inter, of course, is always going to be in my mind of discussion whenever they lose, forget about it, man. It's like you got to pop a bottle of champagne. You know what I'm saying?
Zero
you have
talks is enjoying this. He said, let's move on. Also, going to talk about internet. Come va, ragazzi? Bene, grande. Tu come va? Your team, you were telling me at Zero Talks that maybe they might get Inzaghi, but like I said,
Oh,
I don't see it happening. Yeah, but I don't know if it will be a good idea on you guys. Uh, if was any other Italian team,
mm,
yes, Jason. If it was Milan, because my mom is a Milanese, I never had problems with Milan. Yes, I have some Milanese whatsoever. Of course, I'm going to cheer for them. Napoli last time at the Champions League, yeah, I did kind of
yeah.
give them support because they played pretty good whatsoever. But yes, Milan and Europa League. Let's say if Roma goes for sure. It's always close by my town, and Jason, siamo paesani, siamo abruzzesi, no? So yeah, that's my thoughts. It's like Real Madrid cheering for a Barcelona fan. Zero talks. So Serie A Heat, exactly, bro. Hey, I hope to have you on. I'm doing a hate along, buddy. I know Julius too. If you want to join me for a bet on Saturday for the famous Inter match, let me know, bro. We'll get you on.
We're ready, man.
Ale,
We're
ale,
ready.
buddy.
We're
And
ready.
by the
We're
way,
ready.
guys on the chat, Zero Talks is a Barcelona fan. No, sorry, a
Bayern.
Bayern Munich fan. So his revenge is to see Inter losing. So, but he was right when you know how you call it. When Inter beat Bayern, he did say that Inter was going to beat Bayern. So we are honest, boys. We are honest.
I'm already
So
ready, man. I got the PSG flip flops. Let's go, guys. You already know what the drill is. All right. All right.
yeah,
That's it.
what?
That's it.
1 second, I got Santino Miranda says, sorry, boys, I work 10-hour shift, and when I finish work, I go to bed early. I catch up with you guys another day. Forza Europe, sempre Champions League, baby. Bravo, Santino. Yeah,
Forza.
you
Let's
know
go,
what?
baby.
Santino, like I said to other guys, like Severino, Trimpoli, whatsoever, you guys let me know. I know life is busy because after tonight I'm gonna do the hate along. Then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do because the summer's coming, but I try to do as much as I can. So thank you, bro. Let's see what I am on some sabotage job right now. No, I'm not saying right now, but in the future, let me know, bro. Or uh, okay, so going on in the comments, boys, because it is going world wild. Yeah, he got mad. Barcelona. No, sir, I meant Bayern. You know what I meant, bro. Sorry, man. Let's see. I can, bro, because I'm doing a what? Oh, you're doing a watch along too? Okay, no problem, man. We can raid each other, bro. We'll see. We
Silvio
got
says,
Raf,
"Oh, big up to Ralph, man.
Silvio.
Yeah, look, there he is.
Conte doesn't want Junte. That he's the vice president of the Vancouver Juventus Club. Paesano, grande Siva, a big
Grande,
Allegri
man.
fan. But he said,
Oh,
finally said something good. Conte doesn't want to Giunto.
yep.
Well, that's what
I
we've been
was saying
saying,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
Grande
man. I was
Silvio.
saying that earlier,
I,
bro.
li- and you know what's funny about this guy Silvio? I like him, but every time he says, "Oh, it was thanks to Agnelli," or "What are you guys gonna say if Allegri wins the school?" That like, let it
Come on,
go,
what?
Allegri, let it
Listen,
go.
no,
But he's a
listen,
good
no more
guy. He's a
Allegri.
good guy.
Come on,
But
man. Listen, Allegri did his job. He did his part for Juve, man. He won us 5 Scudetti. He won us what?
mm,
5 Coppa Italia. Listen, leave Allegri out now. Come on. Leave Allegri out. Basta, basta. Listen, basta, Silvio. You know this.
Mario Protesto, look what you've been doing. You talk about Inter, and you asking for all the hate. I need Inter to lose so Ali Hila can get Inzaghi. That's the sabotage I'm about to. Oh, okay. Well, it's hard to go
Ah,
through the message, man. But it's all your fault, Mario. It is all your fault, Mario. Okay, what else? No, no, no. Oh,
oh,
Michael,
Madonna
no,
mia,
no, no.
Michael.
Inter, no, bro. I'm doing it. No, 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 no. We're cheering for not PSG. Sorry, Donnarumma. I'm cheering for Donnarumma because I hate PSG too. But you know, they're
Look.
joking around. They
Yeah,
are
they are.
joking around. Come on, Michael, don't do that.
But
Give a big up to these guys. Follow them on YouTube, especially Tier Talk. He's wonderful. Not smart. They equal your UCL,
oh
and
yeah.
especially Michael.
You don't need that,
TV.
Michael.
He's very good. So follow these guys. Okay, let's continue on. Me and you. You still have time, Gio, or
I got time. I
okay?
got a
No,
lot of time.
oh,
I
no,
got a
because you
lot of
usually do
time.
your shows 8:30, but when it comes to my show, it's too late.
Madonna mia, this guy. Listen, you did it on nice and time. You did it at 9 p.m., buddy. I was like, all right, we'll go
Yeah,
on.
but then last time I came at 5:30. I can always come at 5:30.
I know,
By
I
the
know.
way, if you guys know Gio does the CALCIO talk, I will
Yeah,
have
Pizza
these
Tecato,
guys on
yeah.
my show maybe next week because I have to have a nice little conversation to our fellow Napolitano friend there. And
And I'm telling you,
oh
man, I'm
boy,
telling you, if Conte arrives, I'm popping the champagne on
yeah,
stream, guys. All right, I'm gonna show it to those Napolitans' faces. Okay, don't worry about it. It's gonna be funny. It's
Mario
gonna
is
be
still
fun.
on the chat. Mario, look what did you do? PSG will win against Inter. Donnarumma will be the winner. So, my suggested to you, Mario, don't ever call us Interista because
Because
then
no,
you'll be asking for it because nobody was talking about Inter. Mamma mia. I guess everybody's opening the battleship. I think
that's
Saturday's
it.
going to be wild, but we got to pray if they don't win.
I'm
So,
telling you, I would turn the stream off as soon as I can. If Inter, oh my gosh.
no, 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 no,
Uh,
no. Hold on a second here. I'm going to teach you something. Don't play this. You got to stay until the end, either if they win or lose. Don't do like
Alright.
what you did with Italy. They lose and you left. I was still on.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
still
I
be
had to
on.
go. I had to go on
Win
that
or
one.
lose, I'll still give them a hard time. I give a little 2 cents about it, but that's it. You should not do. I know you're young, bro, but if you're asking for a hate along, you gotta take the heat too, bro.
No, I know, I know, no, I know. Of course, I'm gonna take the heat. Of course. Listen, if they win, it's
I know
fucking over.
if
Of
it
course.
goes extra time,
Yeah,
PK, it's gonna be a long show.
yeah, it's
If
gonna be
I'm gonna
long.
be
Yeah,
busy with the family, I gotta leave. Like
yeah. No,
nobody.
that's what I'm saying. Because if they go to like extra time or penalties, I'm not sure if I can stream that long. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. This guy,
He's laughing at you.
that's crazy here.
He's calling you a
Shameless,
sheep.
bro. Fraudulent, bro.
What are we gonna do with this guy? Gio talks.
Don't worry, Zier.
Oh
I'll see,
man,
bro. Zier, I'll see you on Thursday. Don't worry, bro. What do you mean you're repping Juve? What do you mean, this guy?
bro.
Listen,
If you're free at this moment, Gio talks. Let me know. I can get you in. You can text Gio. He can give you the link
yeah,
because
I'll
I
give
have
you the
everything
link
on my
right now
phone.
if you want.
If you want to join, I might be shut. That may be 15, 20 minutes. But if you want to join, bro, you're more than welcome, bro. Let me know. which I should put. Oh
Yeah,
man, I
I
don't
could,
have
I, could-
my.
I could
Okay.
send you the link right now if you want to
Yeah,
see.
send him the link and see if he's
Oh
what.
yeah, he said he's free.
He's free. Okay, we're gonna have zero talks here. Bayern fan. Man, this guy's
My guy
funny.
Ahmed.
So, guys, keep on going with the questions and the banter whatsoever. But before I continue on, you guys should all know go follow all Juve Cornercast. Yeah, all Juve cast. But in my end, follow me on YouTube, Cacio3Z. Then you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Calcio3Z, then Soccer Forever per Sempre Calcio on Facebook. Don't tell me why that name is there because that was my first YouTube channel, but I cannot change the name. So you guys want to reach me on Come cazzo si chiama? On Facebook, that's where you can reach me. So is anything coming along? No, nothing yet. Okay. Anything else? Anything else about Juve that I am missing? Because the players so
Well,
far, it's Jonathan Davids. Then maybe that sporting guy someone was saying.
ah,
Anything else?
yeah. There's
Yeah.
news now. There's news. Let's talk about it. Antonio Pintus will be the fitness coach at Juventus. Confirmed. It looks like it's confirmed. This is from Giovanni
Oh,
Albanese.
that guy. I heard about that too, but I'm not too sure if that's for real.
No, they're saying it even says it from Giovanni Albanese, also Juventus as well. So
Mm.
let's see. Let's
I
see.
heard he was pretty good, so we'll
Yeah.
see how is that gonna turn out.
I mean, listen, during his times at Juve too. So, and he's currently the fitness coach at Real Madrid. So
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
been there for a while. So, but now he's supposedly coming back to Juve, which is going to be let's see, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So,
Okay. I'm waiting
let me
for
see.
zero talks, but
Yeah.
nothing yet. But maybe he's taking his
Let me
time.
see. Look, even Platini comments on the Conte news as well. Michel Platini admits Conte's return will be great for Juventus. Will be great for Juventus.
Buonasera, my friend.
Big up, guys.
This guy putting in.
Make up, bro.
What's
What's
going
going
on,
on?
here?
Well, nothing much, bro. You know, I was chilling, bored as hell. I saw you guys on. I'm like, let me watch and take the piss in the chat a bit. You know.
Oh yeah, you already put the Inzaghi shit behind. That's not a good start, bro. Give a big
Bro,
shout out to Zero Talks. If you guys want to follow
yeah,
him on
yeah.
YouTube, go ahead. Oh, he talks about everything about Byron,
I
Dubai,
do
right?
watch a lot. I talk wrestling
Yeah,
and all. Yeah,
yeah, wrestling and
yeah.
everything. So if you guys want, follow him. And we have Michael here, but with the through both to Turam. Turam fires into glory. Come on, man! Don't say these things. Come on, make
Michael,
it.
you have a death wish. Do you want them to equal your Champions Leagues? Come on, bro.
Champion.
Like
Oh my
this.
gosh! Come on, Michael. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Be a good boy.
You see, I need this to
Nah,
happen.
I'm joking.
I
You
need this
better
to
Yeah,
be,
happen
I'll,
just
man.
once again.
I know you like Dumfries because he's uh, your fanboy,
I'm.
right?
Hey,
So I don't know. Uh, so Zero Talks. Well,
yo.
what can you tell me? What are your thoughts? Of course, now that you're here, what are your thoughts about this Champions League? Now we're gonna get back talk about Inter because now that you're here, what do you think about it? Then we can talk about Juve.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I want PSG to do the job, I don't know if they will, bro.
It's gonna be tough.
Something tells me that Inter can scumbag this final. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Oh man, I hope not.
I hope
Me
not too,
too.
bro, because I need Inzaghi sacked, brother. Yeah, the moment he's sacked, the moment I know that he's pulling up to Saudi Arabia, bro. Did you know his family members pulled up to Riyadh?
Yeah. They did.
Bro, Inter fans are shivering right now, bro. I was watching Uncle Sharma losing it a little bit. It's like, you would have a Champions League final to worry
Really?
about.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. They're
Let's give a shout
shivering,
out to
bro.
Jason. Yeah, they are. Let's give a shout out to Jason. Thanks for a great chat tonight. Heading in and keeping my fingers crossed. We redeem Kiko. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again, bro. Hope to
Big up
see
to
you again.
Jason.
Yeah. Well, these guys are shivering. Like I said, I did a video about Juventus, and the first thing the Interists have to say, "Oh, we robbed the game on Sunday." Like, really? But there's some good ones are honest about themselves. You know, they say it's a failure, this and that. But we gotta wait and see, because if they lose, not looking pretty. Not looking
I'm not
pretty.
gonna lie. Imagine treble to no trophies. My days.
All they start with the treble, the triplete, then
Yeah.
a casa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
triplete, you know what I'm saying? Or what, you know what I mean? Triplete.
Here
You
we
know,
go. Here we go. Gio.
you know what I mean?
You know what?
this seems to happen.
I watched a little bit towards the end their game against Lazio. I think the 2-2.
Yes. Yeah, 2-2 at the
And
end. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Inter choked that game. If they just won that game, bro.
They could have won they could have won the league in that game. They choked. They choked.
They
Bro.
always do that when they get close. Even back in the day when Juventus was, they always do that. So
Mad.
it'll be nice if Inter wins. That would be good for Serie A. Really, Raf? I get your point, Raf, but I don't know. If Inter wins with their connections with the Gravin and company, it might get worse for Serie A, my friend. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gio? Will be good for
Mhm.
Serie A if we have to technically be sportive?
No.
No?
Listen. Now listen. I ain't gonna be supporting Inter no matter what. Listen, even if Inter win, what is he really gonna do? Come on, man. And like seriously. They got to the final. Juve has been to the final so many times, Who has brought the most? Who's actually brought? Let's be realistic. Who's in throughout the years? Who's actually brought City out back to life? It was Juve. Why? Because when we purchased Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, but after
You
that,
know,
we didn't do well
after that,
Champions League.
yeah, I'm
Let's
not
be
talking
real.
about no, but I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the Serie A.
And
I'm
he's talking
not
about the
talking about Juve.
viewership. He's talking about viewership.
I'm talking about just the Serie A, man. And I get it,
Oh, the
if
city you're
Inter
talking about. Okay.
wins, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it could be good for Serie A, or
I
it
don't
might
know.
just be the same, man. Or it might just be the same. So, like I said, only time can tell, Ralph. Only time can tell.
But
But
can
we'll
I ask
see.
you guys a question? So you obviously you guys look like it looks like you're getting Conte, right? Like so let's say you get Conte. Like, do you actually think it helps you guys in Europe though? Because that guy's track record in Europe is awful.
Well, that's what we
You
were
know,
saying at the beginning
Yeah.
with Conte. All we want is to rebuild. He's the guy that can rebuild. You know what I
rebuild it.
mean?
Yeah,
So Champions League, we gotta focus on Italy. Yes, I want
yeah.
them to compete in Champions League, bro. But that in 2 3 years, if you can get this team on track, you get a better coach that can compete in Serie A and Champions League. Then that's a different story.
Yep.
So
I hear
Like
it.
we,
I hear it.
yeah,
Fair
yeah.
man.
enough.
I know the Europe situation, but we should not focus on Champions League. If this guy is willing to come to fix this team, at this moment, he's the best guy. I know there's other options, but we're not going to spend big money on bigger coaches,
No.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
So
No, that's fair, man. And then I also had a question because we're
go
both,
ahead.
but I mean, this club is fighting for the same player as you are, and I know like Gio's told me that it's heavy in Italy, and I actually do believe him. But for some reason, so many people, and I asked a Turkish fan, TKA. I don't know if you've heard of him before,
Hmm.
Gio,
Yeah,
Arsenal fan.
yeah,
He supports Galatasaray, and
yeah.
he told me there's a lot of heavy news in regards to Osimhen to Hilal, but I don't take reports from us too serious
Hmm.
because like our reporting at times, actually majority of the time is pathetic. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie, bro. So yeah, I wanted to like ask you, what's the
Yes,
news with Juve and Osimhen in Europe?
Well, okay. So
go
with
ahead. I'll say my
Osimhen,
piece. Go ahead.
yeah. No, with Osimhen, listen,
I'll be right back, guys.
a lot of the Juventus sources were saying and are still saying that Juve is going to be right until the end for the Osimhen signature. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens, of course, but I feel like with a lot of the sources at the moment in terms of the Juventus, because we don't even know what's going on with the Conte situation. So I think at the moment, you know, because we kind of shifted our focus a little bit from Osimhen to Jonathan David now, which is why I'm like, yeah, Conte is most likely coming to Juve because Jonathan David's more of that Conte type of striker, but there's a lot of the Juventus media that is saying that Juventus for the Osimhen race will be there to the very end. So I think, and not just that, but Juve are ready to make an offer for Osimhen. That's what they're also saying. It's going to be like a 3-year deal or something like that and then just pay the 85 million or something like that they were trying to do. So that was the initial reports. So at the moment, man, I feel like that Juve is just trying to focus on the coach that they're gonna get. Once the coach is secured, then I think Juve will have a bigger plan on what's gonna happen. Because listen, we qualified for Champions League, which was very very good financially, and also in terms of getting players like Osimhen. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think that that's also an advantage towards Juve for the summer, is because we did get into Champions League, and not just that, but if Conte comes, Osimhen, not just that, but Osimhen does have a good relationship with Juntli, but we don't even know if Juntli will stay. So that's also another thing as well. So um, I think that if Juve makes an offer, listen, even Osimhen said that the priority is Juve. The priority is to join at least Juventus because we're playing in Europe, and supposedly, you know, since Man United didn't, they're not going to compete with Osimhen because they have to sell before they could buy. Chelsea, there's still nothing yet from Chelsea, right? PSG, we don't really know what's happening, right, with the links with that, right? If there's any links at all. But I think it's just going to be like a little battle between Juve and Al Hilal for Osimhen. I think that's what I think.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
But
man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Um, if that's the case, like you're moving on to David and you focus on content, I mean that's not a good sign for you. I didn't know about these new information because if that's the case, because the thing is with Al Hilal, and it's not just Al Hilal, it's also like Saudi clubs in general, but mainly us because we're like the most proactive usually,
Yeah.
bro. When we want somebody who will actually like, and this is why I usually complain the way I complain about with Bayern because I see what Al Hilal does, and it reminds me of a Real Madrid, but in our country.
In our country, yeah.
Um, Even the way we play is similar and all that. Like we have that aura about us as well. Like it's literally, bro. Like if we want somebody, we'll get it. We'll make it
Yeah.
happen, bro. Like I remember, you see the Inzaghi thing, for example. Would you believe
Yeah.
me if I told you that our president was literally at San Siro during the Bayern Inter game
Yeah, no, I definitely believe you,
Okay.
bro.
because they went to Milan to meet the representatives of Inzaghi.
Mm. There you go.
Like imagine ahead of time by months.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
That's something you already need to know right there.
Hmm.
So for me, it's like if you guys are too focused on the manager, well, then I get why you would be, but I don't think that's smart to only focus on manager. I think you should be focused on more than the manager. I think you should be also focused on that striker thing because Osimhen thing because
Yeah, no, but
who's gonna
the
get
thing is with Juve. Yeah, no, I agree. But I think what the thing with Juve is also we don't want to make the same mistakes like we did last year. We're spending
Yeah.
so much money for Osimhen. You know what I mean? Because what we did with Coop Miners, what we did with Douglas Luiz, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
you
I'm
know.
pretty sure they have figured out with the players, as Platini said,
Yeah,
we need the players, not the
yeah,
the coach. So I'm pretty sure they have something in mind, and
yeah,
they will do something good this year. I hope, because every
yeah.
year I say that it did not turn out great.
Because if Juve is able to actually get, for example, right? I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. So Chad, do not get mad. But imagine if Juve get David and Osimhen, for example, that would be insane. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
that would be like Scudetto, like especially if we get Conte, that's like Scudetto threat. You know what I'm saying? Potential. So
yeah. No, but
Yeah.
yeah, well, but yeah, Reno, what do you think, bro? Because obviously I was you were about to say something, but you left and came back. But the Osimhen link,
What Osimhen, I don't know if these rumors are true about Saudi. Uh, hey, he may can go. Because what I heard before, there was a chance that we can get him. Like, I like Osimhen whatsoever. But if they're in talks with Jonathan Davis, you know what I mean? Then I think there's no point getting him. Then dealing with De Laurentiis, it's not pretty easy. So, but he has no choice to get rid of him because he's not going to spend that extra 50 mil on him if he stays. So, yeah.
Not fair enough, man. Fair enough, bro. Which I mean, I'm not gonna lie, based on what you're saying, good signs for me, man.
That's why
Allegri's linked with
we needed
Inter.
Paris, bro.
We
we
have
need
to see
Paris.
Mario. We have to see Mario.
Oh,
All it
Allegri.
depends on the Champions League.
Oh
So,
nah, man. Allegri is linked with Inter. Yeah, Mario. I hope you guys get him. That'll be funny.
Mario, once again, you asked for it. I'm going to put this last comment and I have to shut it down. For as much as Interists want to make fun of us Milanisti for having a bad season, their season will be a failure if they don't win the UCL after they bottled the cup, Coppa Italia against us and the Scudetto. Bravo.
I agree.
I agree. But that's all on you, Mario. That is all on you, Mario. Anyways, guys, I have to shut it down. Thank you all for coming. Zier, thank you for coming. Maybe next time I should let you come a little bit early so we can have lots to talk. Thank you all in the chat. Please put these likes and follow, Juve Cornercast, Zero Talks, if you want to have lots of, because he does a lot of hate alongs, a lot of watch alongs on every team. You will definitely will love it. And I guess I will see you soon. Mina owned Inter this year, bro. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So until then, boys, one secondo, sempre fino alla fine. Forza Italia. Then Zier, but you say your piece, where you go for, Byron, and...
Oh no, I just say mia san mia, peace, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Forza Juve.
Forza Juve e a casa Inter.
Inter. That's right.
Ciao ciao e arrivederci.
Arrivederci.